Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today I have a special surprise for everybody. I'm going to be making a banana splits show, and I'm going to be talking about the personality traits of the characters. Now, we're going to start with Fleagle. Now, Fleagle is going to be the leader of the group, as you probably know, because a lot of you watched this show. Not all of you, but some of you watched it. And his personality trait is going to be consistent of being, he's just trying to keep everything together. He's trying to keep, everything together. Sometimes he can be a little bossy, but he's just doing his job. And Bingo often calls him boring. Snorky was told by Bingo to call Fleagle boring. And Zooper said that the stuff he does is boring. And he, many times, gets annoyed by Bingo. And he has a crush on Amy the Shark, as you can see. And it's gonna be fun. And he talks like this, as you probably know. So, Flickle will have this kind of a voice. And, And he's kind of like Kermit the Frog, except a little less laid back. Yeah. And he runs a club, and, yeah. Anyway, next up we have Bingo. Wait, oh, I almost forgot. He's a magician. So is Amy. Anyway, he's a magician, so is Amy. And he likes to play his guitar. And in one episode, he'll be a barber. For one episode only, he'll be a barber. Actually, no, make that no episodes. Okay. For a couple of quickies, he could do a role play. Bingo, Snorky, Trooper, and and those will be the only three where Barber Fleagle will be done. And, now on to Bingo. Now, Bingo's personality is consistent of being the prankster of the group. And you get the idea. Anyway, he often pulls pranks on his friends whenever he has the urge to. Mostly Fleagle. And Fleagle would often get annoyed with Bingo. And sometimes Bingo could act lazy, mainly because he's a little, tired. But that's not what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about is his personality trait. I'm already talking about his personality trait. Anyway, he hits on Hootie and Yuko. Anyway, and so Fleagle is like, hey there, Amy, how are you doing? And as for Trooper, he's like, I need to find out what to say to her. And as for Snorky, he's like, but as for Bingo, he's like, hey babe, how you doing today? That kind of voice. Anyway. And in an episode of season 2, he and Hootie will be rappers. It's gonna be called Split Night Funking. That thing. It's gonna be based off of a game. Boyfriend. Bingo was, on the alley rapping. But then he sees FNFBF his FNF boyfriend, and FNF girlfriend, and they say he can't rap. But then he and Hootie do everything they can, to become rappers. And they have that flow. And Bingo will be a sports coach, and he'll try his best not to be, a bossy kind of a person. And he has an obsession with bananas. And he likes to play the drums. And yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, now we're moving on to Zooper. Alright, so this is Zooper. Wait, that's it. Sorry if the camera's a little too fuzzy, but I think you can see it. Anyway, Zooper's personality will be, a little laid back, that sort of a thing. And okay, there we go. I think the camera's clear enough now. I think you guys can see it. Anyway, he's gotta be a laid back kind of person. He has a crush on Bon Bon, who we're gonna talk about later. I'll be right back. Now, where were we? Oh, yeah. And when he gets angry, he grows razor sharp teeth. Meaning when Bingo insults him, with the exception of Bingo calling him stupid because, he gets that a lot. But he often uses his sharp teeth, mainly as a threat. Will he do it? And he's gonna be the character he's gonna be the club member here with the least intelligence. No, I'm not saying he's gonna be the stupid character. I'm just saying he's gonna be slightly naive. Because, even though they could all be a little bit of jerks sometimes, I just want them to be likable. Well, with the exception of Snorky and Harmony, are they all jerks? I just want all of the characters, all of them, to be completely and utterly likable. Anyway. He's best friends with Leafy, who we'll talk about in a few minutes. Anyway, you get the idea. And he likes to play the bass guitar. This is gonna be his voice. And this is gonna be Bingo's voice. I think. But anyway, this is gonna be Trooper's voice. And for his skit in the Fleeko's Barbershop segment, he's gonna have this afro that kind of looks like Elvis's hair. And then Fleeko will say, "Oh, that's some perfect hair," and then Trooper will be like, "Thank you very much, huh?" And and he'll be the only character who has He'll be the only character in the show who actually has a superhero persona. Yes, it's gonna be called Super Trooper. Up and away! Oh! Okay, anyway, that's all about Trooper for now. Now on to Snorky. Now, Snorky is going to be one of the possibly two nicest characters in the show, or at least in the Banana Splits Club. Snorky's character trait is consistent of being very polite and generous to the club. Rarely will he ever get angry, but when he does get angry, it will mainly be about Floyd. Though he won't really get angry, he'll just sometimes get annoyed by him. And when he gets angry, he chases them. Hold up. Alright, and Snorky will have a crush on Harmony the cat. We'll talk about in a second. There's going to be a segment centered around him, in the dark. There's going to be a segment centered around, there's going to be an episode centered around him, afraid of the dark. And, just a power failure. And then everyone's, screaming, and then the screaming fades, and then Goofy Gopher asks what's going on. Snorky honks the situation, that sort of thing. And then Goofy Gopher actually says, "We need to go see what's going on." And apparently everyone's been possessed by a random demon. Everyone's been possessed by a ghost. And then Snorky realizes it was just a nightmare. And whenever he's thinking, I'd often put the camera over to his head, and then I'll get the microphone, and then I'll do this voice, and then I'll do this voice. And there's going to be one episode, and one episode only, where Snorky actually, talks. Yeah. It was in the episode where Snorky confesses his love to Harmony. Yes. That is the episode where Snorky and Harmony fall in love. I think it was inspired by Tiny Stories videos, except Bingo doesn't really be immature and take the thing away. The love letter for Snorky. That sort of... But that'll be where Snorky tries to talk and, confesses love to Harmony. And apparently it pays off. But after those words, he just goes back to honking the rest of the series. With the exception of me putting my camera and having him think his thoughts, that sort of thing. And I don't know what his voice will be like, so I decided to go with the Stimson J. Cat. Anyway, I guess that's all I have to say about Snorky. Let's move on to Harmony. Oh, by the way, before we get into Harmony, if you guys wonder where I am, I'm at my dad's house. Let's go. So this is Harmony the cat. Her personality is very kind and generous to everyone, like Snorky. And in one episode, she loses her memory and becomes, like one of those savage cats, a bobcat, I think that's what it's called. I don't even know. Maybe. And then That is. Wait, no, that's the tips. That'll be the other only episode where Snorky talks. So, very rarely will Snorky talk in the series. And, that thing. Oh, Harmony is best friends with Hootie the Owl. Let's see, there she is. We'll talk about her in a second. Anyway, she belongs to Tanya Soria, not me. In fact, none of these characters, not one, mind you, belongs to me. Anyway, her hobbies are cooking and gardening. She likes to play the tambourine. Zooper likes to play the bass guitar, I forgot to say that. And Snorky likes to play the electric keyboard. She loves Snorky. She loves Snorky. And in one episode, I think this is in season 1, is where Snorky actually stands up for Harmony. I think that's the other only time where Snorky talks in the series. Anyway, this entire thing is gonna be like a cartoon show, a Saturday morning cartoon show for a new generation to see. That cartoon. It's kind of like the Cuphead show, except it focuses around the 4 main banana splits and the other main characters, specifically the females, specifically the OCs that'll be added, and all the OCs, all of them, will be voiced by their owners. With the exception of Hootie, who's going to be voiced by this user named Mia 2003, if she wants to. Anyway. And I think Yuko will be, because she's gonna voice too. Anyway. Harmony likes to do her makeup. And she has a family and her family relatives is Felix the cat's girlfriend, I don't know her name, sorry, and her cousin, Brandon, and this is Bingo the Ape's OC, and I'll allow him to voice his character, and they're actually cousins. Anyway, I guess that's Emily. Now let's go to her best friend. This is Hootie the Owl. Hootie's personalities consist of being a hardcore person who's ready for adventure. Sorry. It's kind of like Bugmaster or 06's version of Hootie, only she's a little bit sassy. But she's not as sassy as Bingo, I'll tell you that. Anyway, she's going to be the only character who actually does impressions. It might sound weird, but I was playing with one of my other Hootie paper plushes, and I was watching Garfield and Friends, and during a commercial break, there was a Smokey Bear commercial. And on one of those days, I was holding Hootie, and Smokey Bear was about to say, "Only you can prevent wildfires." Hootie, I had Hootie to lip sync along, and here's the result. Only you could get wildfires. Anyway, that's it. And that's why Hootie's the only character who's gonna do impressions. Some of you might like it, some of you think it's interesting, but it's just my opinion, okay? Anyway, she's gonna be like Bingo, she's gonna be a rapper. And she likes to play clarinet. She likes to play clarinet, and she's really good at it. Yeah. And she likes to fly. That's why she has wings. And I think I forgot some of Hootie's character traits. Okay, I guess it's Amy's turn. Alright, this is Amy the Shark. She's gonna be a Karen character. And oh, almost forgot. Hootie loves Bingo the gorilla. That's what I forgot. I mean Bingo, you know. As I was saying, Amy is gonna be... Amy belongs to Gabriella Bernal. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, she belongs to Gabriella Bernal. Her personality is going to be a very caring person. She's going to be... She loves Flickle. You know. And she's exists from the ocean. And in one single episode, she and Fleekle were out on the beach, you know, in their own business. Then Amy at one point says, "Ah, I miss the ocean." And then Fleekle says, "You know, I always wondered what it was like there. Why don't you show me?" Then Amy says, "Sure." Then Amy takes off her hat, as well as Fleekle, and Amy says, "Wait, Fleekle, you need this." And Fleekle says, "What's that for?" And then Amy says, It's something to help you breathe underwater." Then Fleekle takes off his bow tie and puts on the necklace, and then they breathe underwater. You know, and then there's this underwater and then there's this character who's similar to Maleficent, only a little more original, who's trying to take over the sea. And then, except she bullies Amy. He bullies Amy. And then Fleekle stands up for her. And then they both get out of the water. And for Fleekle's heroic actions, at least by cartoon standards, Amy gives him a kiss, you know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, everybody, if that grosses you out. And then the episode ends with Fleekle, you know, going, and then fading. And that's how it ends. Anyway, she likes to read books, like Fleekle. She sometimes likes to read books with Fleekle. And she sometimes acts a lot like Fleekle, and she likes to help with, you know, things. And like Fleekle, she's a magician, mind you. I don't know, it's been long. I've forgotten some of these character traits, I'm sorry. Go for Bonbon. Alright, so this is Bonbon. Now, she's gonna be a little similar to, Bugmaster 06's version of Bonbon. Only she's also gonna be, a little sassy. Yeah, that sort of thing. Anyway. But having her drink, Sprite cranberry, I don't think it makes that much sense. I don't really think it makes that much sense. That's why I decided to make it. I decided to make it, just soda. Soda. Anyway, she's gonna use it. And, oh, almost forgot. Amy's gonna make her debut in Season 1, Episode 2, The New Member. So the plot is simple. It was a typical day in the Banana Splits Club. The meeting, and then suddenly the doorbell rings. And then, hold up. Get this out of the way. That will. Oh yeah. And then, Trooper enters the door, thinking it was either Charlie or somebody else. It turns out it was somebody else. And this somebody else was Amy the Shark. She wanted to be a member of the Banana Splits. So Snorky welcomed her in. Snorky Flickle welcomed her in. And a lot of the characters found Amy peculiar due to the fact that she was a shark. Who could blame him? And Snorky just runs away and hides it because he's a bit. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? I'm sorry. Anyway, and Snorky learns that some sharks, like Amy, are okay. And Flickle welcomes her to the club. And then she asks the question, why are you guys called the Banana Splits? And then everyone would take something to Flickle in it. And then the cuckoo clock came out and she said, "Oh, the bus!" And then everyone, with the exception of Flickle and Amy, was like, "Hold the bus! Hold the bus!" And then they were jumping around doing random stuff. It's so crazy fun. And then Flickle says, "That's why. Because we go bananas." Amy says, "Oh, now I get it." And then the episode ends with Flickle saying, "Bless you." No, that's not what he said. I was just saying, "Bless you" to my dad if he was sneezing. Anyway, the episode ends with Flickle saying, Amy, one of these days, you're gonna see this, but these bananas are going to split from the sponge. That's how it ends. Alright? Now, anyway, where were we? Oh, yeah. Alright? Now, this is Bonbon. She's gonna make her debut in the episode? I don't know. Oh, now I remember. It was originally going to be called Bonbon's Arrival, but now thinking about it, I think I should change the name from Bonbon's Arrival to... Oh yeah. When Zooper met Bonbon. So the plot to that episode. Zooper was taking a... Everyone was taking a trip to Japan. Or I can't even remember. I think this entire idea was sponsored by one of Gabrielle Bernal's videos. I'm so sorry for the copywriting, but yeah. And Trooper goes out on a walk. You know. But then he suddenly sees a snake. And then this mongoose named Bonbon comes in and beats the living heck out of the snake. And he falls in love with her. And then he ends up showing everybody Bonbon, and telling them that she saved his life. And then Fleagle takes everybody, including Bonbon, back to the club, and then he asks what instrument she plays. And she plays the xylophone. Oh, I forgot to mention, Amy plays the saxophone, and she's really good at it too. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. She's also... And Bonbon's also gonna play the sax. I mean... xylophone. I'm having a weird day. And what is it? Oh yeah, now